whiskey over wine. If I knew half the things that you know, would you look me in the eye? If I was funnier from time to time, and a little stronger too. If I could play a game with your mind, would I catch a glance from you? I know there's no way, but I can keep dreaming and writing songs about us getting together. 'Cause at least this way my words have meaning, as the likelihood of us is never. 'Cause I just keep dreaming, 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 'cause I tend to lose myself in my mind, like a raindrop to the sea. In a world of my own design, it was you that noticed me. I am painting my own picture with all the colors that I see. So I drew myself next to you, spinning out in ecstasy. I know there's no way, but I can keep dreaming and writing songs about us getting together. 'Cause at least this way my words have meaning, as the likelihood of us is never. 'Cause I just keep dreaming, 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 'cause I just
Hey traders, welcome to episode 753 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and I appreciate it. We have like less than an hour to go until the weekly candle closes. Just want to be here to cover it when it does happen. I mean, don't know if we're going to get any price action. You know, it's more common that we don't, but it always can happen, and that's why we like this time of the day. This time of the day is where, like, you know, people in North America are coming home from work, you know, not on a Sunday, but people in the UK or, you know, over in the EU, a lot of people are just getting in bed. And Asia is waking up, and Asia is where the majority of the, you know, crypto volume comes from, right? So it's a good time to be live. So that's why we do it. But Bitcoin's up on this day 3.05%. Did a static video talking about it today, so not really anything new since that static, but I guess some people just come around for the live streams, not so much the statics, which I get. So we're here just looking at it again. I mean, you're just looking left and you see, you know, we had the support we were hugging from, you know, July a couple times. We broke it, and now we're just kind of back testing it as resistance when it should have been support, when it was support. But good news is we're still outside the channel. You know, we broke out of that trend line. We've had this channel plotted forever. And so we broke out, we're still out. I mean, when it did sell off, it didn't do anything weird. It just back tested again. And didn't quite get to that 8,500 mark, which I thought maybe it could, and still could, but that's looking left from July of 2018. Just a major historical overhead resistance support. All right, so 9,076. Climbing today. If we want to, you know, if you don't know, the futures just opened on Bitcoin, and we can take a look. Here it is. Chicago Mercantile Exchange. All right, opened 91.20. So slightly above spot price. Go figure. Still outside the channel. All right, you actually came to fill the gap once more. You know, we filled it once. Really volatile. I think it was Deribit stuff, but methodically we've now achieved that gap fill without any question. Now it's done. So you just think, is it impulse up, consolidation, like a flag? Always could be. We could run again, or we could could be a fake out. Always could be a fake out where you fall right back inside this channel that you've been in for, well, you were in it for 121 days. I got this music, dude. So loud. Dude, this is difficult. Oh my God. It's like you move it just, I'm talking literally like a nanometer, and it just goes nuts on decibel levels. So that's it. I mean, that's the look. You stay out of this long enough, you keep back testing long enough, you're confirming to the market, hey, we're out of this correction, so we can start something new. It's things we saw down here. I mean, it's like the exact same thing like down here, where you, after the huge impulse, you know, you just had this consolidation, and you know, once you broke out, maybe not on this one, but definitely on other, like on the spot price, when we broke out, we did back test a couple times this trend line as support. Once we finally broke it, and then that was confirmation to the market that this was over. Like, this downtrend was over. We were already showing accumulation. We had the higher low, the 786 retrace, the Gartley, PCZ. And once you get out of these, then you can move on to the next thing, do your thing. So that's kind of the way it's looking up here, it would seem. And then, of course, what we looked at in the static video today. Oops. Oh my God. I got this, man. Yeah, just saying, and you know, correction after the impulse, and then log scale shows us the uptrend, right? The uptrend we are in. No change there. Jeez. So we got to eventually break 10,000, man. I mean, like, yeah, you can float around here long enough. I think that you very well could just back test 8,500, hold there. That's it, though. You don't want to fall below that. You fall below 8,500, there's a good chance you're going right back down to 7,300. That's how support resistance works. So stay above 8,500 long enough, and we'll eventually be able to break 10K. Well, we'll at least go to test it again to see if there's, see if there's like demand up here at these levels, sell walls, whatever. So good stuff, man. That's it. That's your Bitcoin update. Whatever, log scale, linear scale, futures. 60 minutes, there was some bullish divergence that maybe ushered in the close to square up that we received. That was like, sorry, right here, 60 minutes. I don't think we quite got there though. We were close enough. Yeah, I mean, you're looking like where it really starts dumping. I mean, it was at like 91.73, and we got as high as 91.41. So $30 off or so. Okay. Divergence. All right. So other assets across the market are doing things like Bitcoin. Hamlet Rivero, thanks so much for the sub, man. Welcome. Say something in the chat. Oh my god, like all of a sudden the music's just extremely loud. Ridiculous. I gotta keep my eye on it every 5 minutes. Mr. Peabody, what was it? First part. What's the margin for error on harmonic values? You have to memorize them, man. They're all different, right? I mean, I would say like round down, round up. Like if it's a 65% retrace, 64% retrace, I think you're safe on a Gartley, from A to B. If you got like a 53% retrace, on B, then hey, maybe the bat is good. Right, I think a few percents, but things you can just round to, like a 70% retrace. It's kind of in between the 618 and the 786, so that's like kind of blah. You don't like that, but you just got to think about just the fundamentals of harmonics, where it's just XABCD. No matter where it is, it helps you see that the waves are almost done. They're almost completing a pattern, even if it's scuffed. 786, 886, those are the deepest areas of value. Those are where people see value down there. So even if it's not extremely, if it's not perfect, right? This was, for instance, like ONT was one of them where it was just like, okay, 786 failed. Didn't take off at the 786 like it should have. It did a little bit, right? Then sold off one more time. And then that's where at the 886, things turned around. The divergence developed, kind of double bottomed, right? And then you broke out. So this was unconventional. I said that even in the trade setup. It was like just going with what I think is, just because you failed at the 786 doesn't mean there's not value at the 886. And if there starts to become more reason to believe that there's impending price action reversal at this area, why stop just because a textbook told you this is the criteria for a certain pattern? This is this is the bullish cat pattern, right? Where it's a mix between the cipher and the bat, the bullish cat.
Bruh.
Geez, steaming fiat. You say that, but I'm sorry. Who had to steal our defensive coordinator, and who has had their dream shattered? I can understand why you hate Alabama, being a Georgia fan. But I like it. I like that. Hey, if you're gonna act like that, man, it's kind of hilarious. Why you're so butthurt? Everyone knows why. Georgia wishes they were Bama, or they wish they had Bama's program. Just saying to you. Okay. Yep, we'll look at VeChain. It's up, like 7% maybe today. No, 12.5%. Sorry, that was like yesterday or 2 days ago. VeChain was. All right, let's look at it real quick. Okay, Peabody. I don't know, man. I would, if like there's crazy wicks at B, you know, and if it all of a sudden makes sense where the candle was, I mean, you can sometimes cherry pick, but you just have to use your like your gut, you know, like that can really screw things up, you know, not using a wick. So you try to just go wick to wick to wick to wick to wick, right? That's what I did here. But I guess there are exceptions with, like, you know, like XLM had a crazy volatility wick. You know, it's just like, I don't know, right? Maybe not use that crazy volatility wick. So yeah, VeChain, sorry.
VeChain doing things.
Yeah, dude, big bullish engulfing candle. Was like kind of tweezer topping at the 200-day moving average, but now it's blasting through that 200-day moving average and it's just going deeper. And so it's going back to near its highest level, where I think it's increased in value about 100%. It's like doubled in value since its all-time low, which was October 23rd or so, before the big move, the Chinese president, and then the logistics stuff, you know, that meeting, the summit with China and France, Macron. So yeah, that's what typical losers do. You just come in to talk crap, man. You got nothing to back anything up with. That's what like low IQ losers do. So hey man, you got no way to have an argument. You're just saying Alabama fans can't. I just love crapping on Alabama. It's like, dude, what happened to you, man? You must hate it, dude. I don't even watch football anymore, but I love Georgia. I'm representing Georgia. It's like, hey man, okay. It's like everyone can see through your butt hurtness. Okay. No, we have. I don't do EMAs. We're below the 200 simple moving average right now on the daily. Well above it on the 4 hour though, which is good, I guess. But no, I think we broke out and we're still consolidating outside the breakout. Holding above 8,500 is good. I think the longer we stay above, we haven't even back tested it yet. So I'd figure maybe in time we might back test 8,500, and depending on what we do there, maybe we can bounce off that and go to higher prices. Or it could fake out and we dump below 8,500, then we fall back inside the correction, downswing channel instead of a 618. Eventually, maybe we get to a 786 retrace on Bitcoin. That's much deeper, much lower prices. And at that point, it's like, ooh, trend's definitely, it's not good, right? I mean, there's still going to be value at the 886, 786.
Hey there, my dude. Longtime viewer, different handle. Would love to hear your thoughts and analysis on eBay after this 17% pullback. Much love.
Panhandle Flips, thanks for the elite contribution. Yeah, we can look at eBay. Yeah, man, no doubt. Well, it's not crazy at all, right? This is of course. Gap fill, gap down. It didn't even fill the gap. Oh my god. All right. I don't even know the last time I looked at this. So it's like rising wedge. Okay, man. Yeah. Talk crap about my alma mater. You know, you're not even being playful. You're just being really rude. And it's like, I don't want a patron. You're not a patron if you talk crap like that. You aren't playing. You're being a fool. Like, I don't want your patronage if you're going to treat me like that. Okay. Yeah. You're not the first abusive person that thinks because they give me money, they can talk crap and like be really rude. Okay, dude. I just don't need it. Okay. Positivity, no toxicity. Thanks. Wow, it's not difficult. So I don't know, man. It's like you had this huge bearish impulse, you double bottom, and you had your attempted rally, right? You rallied, and where did you go? High to low. You mean you almost hit 70% retrace, right? So that's like very deep levels of value for potential short after the big impulse down. So, I mean, you know, eventually it sold off and started making lower highs than the previous high, and then there was kind of like a buy wall here, right? A little bit. Just kept seeing it hold, and eventually we broke below it. We broke out, then we ran up a little scrub rally, and then another lower high, and then earnings came out, and it was bad, man. Like 17% miss on EPS, where street estimates of 45 cents EPS, and they reported 37-cent EPS. So there you go, man. All right. So anyway, what do I think about the 17% pullback? I mean, it's earnings, like that happens. It's so guess what? Now there's gaps. You know, there was a gap here that we discussed that it could fill, but it never filled it. It just blew past it, just gapped, opened the new day like 35.78, continued to sell off. I'm sure there's probably not near enough data yet. Yeah, bearish convergence on the oscillators. Okay, so if you're talking about targets downside, let's see here. All right, so, you know, if you're taking a short at like the lowest risk areas up here, you know how like if it's a wedge or something, you're always looking for a 50% retrace and then a 618 for profit taking. So that just means that there's the chance on eBay where there could be a reversal to the upside, maybe at 34 bucks or 32 bucks, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen for sure. You'd probably want to see some bullish divergence in one of these areas before it reverses to the upside to make a rally and maybe fills a gap or doesn't, or just makes another lower high and then sells off again. And then we start developing a channel.
Thinking about a short play on house. Want to see what you think of current setup.
James B, thanks for the 5, dude. Yeah, AOS, we'll look at it, man. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, music's still freaking... Okay, I'm just about to stop playing music and just monetize, I guess, because I'm like, YouTube's evidently gonna like close my account if I don't make them money or something now. Like, they don't recommend. They don't do nothing, dude. It's just like, it's a hassle. It's becoming a really big hassle. DJing. Okay, so does that make sense? What are my thoughts on it? It could go lower. There's no reason to believe on the daily it's done. Let's look at the 4 hour. You know, is there divergence? Nope, not even close. There's no real divergence. Maybe just a little bit on the RSI, but not really. So, you see what I'm saying? I mean, it's like normally like from a low to another low, low to another low. It's convergence on the oscillators, not divergence. So it could still continue to sell off. And it hasn't hit that 50% or 618 yet, but it's close. Okay. But if I'm going to take a long on something, I want to see like a pattern develop. There's no real pattern here. It gapped down, and you want to call that a wedge or something? Okay. That's all we have for now. Okay, a wedge. A gap down wedge with no divergence. Yeah, not really. I mean, maybe this plays out, but it just goes to make a lower high and sells off again. Okay, this is a monstrous pattern. This is a huge pattern. This is in development really from February to September. So there are deeper areas where there's more value for a long than where we are now. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. See here. So, extremely bullish trend with a monstrous sized potential double bottom. Wow. All right, so you know that's a gnarly, dude. That dump right there. Attempted rally, sell off, but then you're not making lower lows anymore, are you? You're making like the same low. Guys, you found some support from December of 2015. You're asking, is this a good shorting opportunity? I mean, what are you looking at? Do you think it's a wedge or something? Like a 1-2? It's not even like a wedge. It's more so just like an upsloping channel. But I guess I get what you're saying. You're probably like, all right, use Fibonacci from the high point to low point. and we're nearing a 78% retrace. So yeah, you start to get deep retraces. The divergence, I mean, you had it, right? It was like a high on price, the same high on price, lower levels relative strength, and then it sold off, but now it's rallying again. So maybe, yeah, at $53, there might be an opportunity. Maybe not here, but, you know, again, you're looking at the fib nodes, 53.15 and maybe 54.74. But, you know, if you're talking about a range, if this is now a range-bound asset, right, that is ranged between $40 and $56, obviously the absolute lowest risk entry for a short on a range-bound asset here would be $56 up here. But we do know the 786, 886, great areas of value for short too. So, see what I'm saying? Layering in maybe, but having a stop above $56, 56.65. All right, that's one way to look at it, I guess. So almost there. You're in, you know, deeper retrace areas, but it's not the lowest risk. Okay, on AOS. Random craziness? What? What you talking about? All right, sweet. So people want to see. Wait. Oh yeah, we looked at VChain. So we're gonna just look at XRP again. Oh my God, I just saw Wheelo Crypto Man. I actually tweeted about it. Wheelo Crypto Man made the vision come to life. But he didn't post it in meme of the month. He put it in memes and stuff. So I didn't find it for a while. Where is it? Here we go. What? This is XRP, man. We're living the dream now. Let me show you. It's up 30 cents. Yeah.
Bruh.
There it is, man. Thank you, Brian, man. Again, kingish. So XRP is right at that critical area. You can't even see where the price is because it's just lined up exactly at that spot. But not using it as support. Right now you're using it as resistance, kind of. But still technically making, I guess, higher lows than the previous low from October 23rd. Barely. Just barely, man. Okay, so really depending on what kind of rally we get here will tell us a lot. Because if we end up rallying and making a lower high, then we're probably screwed. Okay, then it might just be some sort of left shoulder, head, right shoulder, scuffed head and shoulders pattern. You know, a lower high in itself doesn't always have to be head and shoulders. Lower highs are stronger than double tops, you know. So how's this rally going to go? Is the rally starting now? Because my God, with the many altcoins across the market up 2 to 3%, 12% VChain, Bitcoin's up almost 3%, was 3% earlier. XRP hasn't done anything. XRP's in the red technically today, minus 0.11%. Right, that's not really good. You know, when the whole macro does well, but then XRP just doesn't move. It's like the S&P 500 hitting all-time highs. Then Nike, right after hitting our first target of the trade setup, it barely moves. Right, it doesn't do anything. But the S&P and many other assets across the markets are killing it. That's not good. That's not good when the macro is performing well and your asset or the asset that you worship is not. Because this is XRP, where people actually do worship this thing. Very seldom do we get assets like this, but there are ones like Tesla, you know, cult followings, whatever. Litecoin showing strength. Yeah, well, it broke out. Remember, it was like Bitcoin, where it had a channel and busted out. So I guess if you can get back above this area, you still have upside potential, but you're not. You're actually below it, and you're performing not well. You're not performing well at all compared to the macro. So if you keep back testing this long enough and you can't, there's no demand, no buyers to push you back above this critical ice line, you're going to lower price. You'll probably go back down to 25 cents, 24.5 cents again. Okay, that's it. Wish there was more to talk about with XRP, man. So just, but then there are others like Monero that has broken out, right? Had a breakout. You're still out and making higher lows still. You hit that 23% retrace from the high to low a couple times, rejected it and pulled back. But when you pull back, not bad. Not bad. This one's up 3%, over 3%. The thing I was looking for, and man, I thought we were going to have a chance. And you still do, I guess. But here you go, man. It's like ever since the correction began July 26, right? Or June 26, excuse me. We fell below 60 on the RSI, and during that whole correction where I think we lost like 80%, 88% of the value of the asset from the lowest low of December of 2018, never really able to get above 60 and stay above 60. Did the almost identical thing to what we saw August 6th when it had a rally and then sold off, lower high than the previous high. So you got to understand the high that Monero has to break in order for this trend to truly reverse. It has to break above like $80, and we're not even really close to that yet. So you're gonna like, that's like what a trend would have to do to reverse. Okay, look at your previous overhead resistance. We know it's $80, so eventually Monero would have to do this, back test it, whatever, and then run again, back test, run again, back test. All right, so it's got a long way to go. This dump was pretty hard. I mean, going from like $82 all the way down to the lowest low of the wick, $50. Got a lot to do before you want to say that oh yeah, the correction's over for Monero. The correction, it was, there's more data on other charts exchanges, I know, but whatever. Okay. So good luck, Monero. $80. Gotta get it. Gotta break it. If you want to really say that the trend's going bullish again. Because until then, right, at any time until then, we could just make a lower high like we're doing now, and that could be it. And we just sell off again, run back down to $50, and then eventually break $50 and then go to lower prices, right? And the downtrend continues, even with the geometrical breakout. That's not good enough. A geometrical breakout is good to see for a low risk, high reward opportunity, potentially, but it doesn't signify a complete trend reversal yet. All right. Yep, Matt, we, well, I don't even know. I don't think we looked at Ethereum Classic. That also broke out. It's up 1.6% today. Yep, barely. It's barely out, right? This one's, again, June, late June, when everything, the whole crypto market corrected, this thing got destroyed. And it's only been making lower highs than your previous highs. So, I mean, you've got major overhead resistance. I mean, there's three different ones. There's like 650, there's $7, there's 750, right? I mean, each one of these, eventually you got to break them, hold above them. I mean, you could also argue that 630 is another one, another overhead resistance. So until then, you're just making lower highs. Yeah, you found a base, you found divergence. There's nothing, I mean, it's like, wow, dude, Bitcoin did this, not Ethereum Classic. It's not like, oh yeah, Ethereum Classic's all of a sudden like has this breakthrough in its technology and it's going to save lives or, you know, make things better for the world and it's going to start making money and it's showing how it can make money. No, it's just because Bitcoin broke the upside. So, whatever. That just shows you like how controlled these altcoins are to Bitcoin's performance. And Bitcoin now has pulled back. It was, right? Yeah, it definitely pulled back. It was at like nearly 91. It hit 9,100 right before the stream started and is now at 9,025. We got 21 minutes to go until your weekly and daily candle close. So we're sticking around for that. Whatever. That's ETC. I mean, again, if like this was to make a common retrace before dumping again, it could go 624, hit that, and then reverse and go to the downside. And it's like you never Broke above overhead resistance, like the major ones, the structure. Okay, so it could just be lower high. You sell off again to lower lows. And again, anytime you look at an altcoin, you got to make sure you analyze Bitcoin first to see where it's at, what it's doing. TK, I don't even know. I have no idea. So that's it for that one. Classic, and then you've just got like across the board, man. See, everything's a, you know, ICX. You know, that one's still below a critical ice line. It just, again, man. Right? It was support, then it became resistance, resistance, resistance again. It just can't break it, man. It's awful. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, over and over and over again. Here we are, getting near the downsloping resistance of the well-established channel that's been in effect since early June. Started correcting before Bitcoin and many other alts. 16.75 cents, up 2% on the day, but still well below where you want to be. You got to get back above this area and then back test it. And if you do that, you might be breaking the downsloping resistance at the same time, but it just hasn't occurred yet. It's got to happen. So if you ever do break these areas, you break 18 cents, 17.9 cents, and then you come back and you back test, there might be a good opportunity for a trade setup. And my webcam just broke. Nice. Hold on. There we go. I think. I'm good. I'm not frozen anymore. I'm not a Disney princess. Chat. All right. Coming for a penny, says Vet Moonboy. Hold on, let's go back to it, see it real quick. I'll get a long way to go before 1 penny. You know 1 penny, right, chat? I'm just gonna plot it. There is 1 penny. I mean, like, in order to get to 1 penny in value on VeChain, it had to announce that there was a Walmart, there's a rumor of Walmart partnership, whatever, exploded, and then we never even saw anything close to that ever again. And now it's slowly climbing. So I'm gonna text Vet Moonboy back and be like, not so fast, my friend. No, I'm gonna send the Lee Corso. That's what I'm gonna do. Dude, I don't like this new update on Apple. I can't do stuff with texting as well. I know where it is. One of my earliest memes. It's not really mine, but got a long way to go. I'm gonna be mad. Nah, dude, it doesn't matter. I'm jaded. I'm definitely jaded by it. Whatever. Dude, I don't know. I don't care about the loss yesterday. I had a really good time. Really, really good time. So, yeah, I mean, what, this one, did we not, what's going on? This is all, I already, maybe it was because, oh yeah, maybe it had to be the daily. Yeah, there we go. My fibs were not visible on the 4 hour. The old fibs were visible on the 4 hour only. So, I mean, you're now overbought again. You're attempting a rally, I guess, and you're overbought. It could just be the same impulse. You know, crypto gets nuts, man. Look, I think your next target is 61.68% of 1 penny for VeChain. And then after that, 69.21% of 1 penny. That's it. Look at the weekly, though. What's so nuts about VeChain? Look at this, dude. All right. Low on price. Exact same low on price. Higher levels relative strength. Momentous sized Class B bullish divergence on VeChain on the weekly. Very nice. Didn't catch it. Hey man, can't look at every S coin and look at the weekly. Can't just can't, man. There's just too many things. Look at the stock market, all that. So there you go. The power of weekly divergence at critical supports. It's what it can do on any market. So you can learn this stuff. That's what we try to do here, is teach you how to do that. Not give price predictions and, you know, whatever. I don't even know what other people do. So what was I doing? Hold on. It's good. Whatever. Weekly divergence. Yes. Awesome. Oh, this, right? Visibility. Get that off. Okay. So could go much higher. We just did the Fibonacci, so you know where we are. We are in the golden zone, so it could reverse at any time now, but it could also keep going higher. It is getting overbought again on the daily. Great. So another one that's up today is XLM. It's up 8%. You want to talk about divergence? Look at this rounding action. The low, the lower low. Holy crap! Look at this, man. I mean, I know there's more data on other charts, but it just looks like VeChain, doesn't it? It's like Class A bullish divergence now, though, right? Okay, you get it? Major low. Now you have a lower low. Boom. Higher levels, barely. And, you know, you can clearly see, I mean, there's Class A bullish divergence on the MACD, too. I know there's another exchange, but you can see it, man. All right. So what do we do here from this low to high? Well, I mean, not using the wick. If you don't use the wick because it was insane, and this is what we're talking about, Mr. Peabody, right? Go candle close to candle close. Look, man, you're like hitting those fib extensions. Candle close, 1414. So fib extensions. She bounced off that fib extension with a divergence, and it's bounced. So that's it. But here we are, right? We are just back testing the February 11th low. We're now testing that as resistance. We have not had a weekly candle close above that yet, have we? No. And we only have 13 minutes left till this candle closes. So what if that's it? What if it's extremely bearish and that's all we can do? I mean, how wild would this be, right? I don't think it retraced deep enough. Probably not. We just go X, A. Yeah, I guess it did. B, C, and then 786, dude. Oh my god. What? X, A, B, C, D. Remember the X to A, huge, the largest wave. One of the largest waves. Then you went through A to B, B to C. Those were not the largest waves. Maybe we see C to D now. If the macro holds up, hey, there you go. But that's crazy, you know, to think. I mean, something miraculous would have to happen on this market to get any kind of catalyst to make XLM get back up to 23.5 cents again, dude. Are you kidding? I'm just telling you, we're just looking at, this could be a bearish cipher. But again, it may never get there or substantiate into anything. Okay, just a thought, just an idea. Like, hey, we're seeing it way too early. Harmonic on XLM weekly. Yeah, we'll look at Litecoin. Sorry, I forgot about it, man. It was like train of thought. This is 4 hour daily, doesn't matter. Okay, so great news, man. Great news for Litecoin as it's now making higher lows. It has broken out of that channel it had been held within since June 22nd. Yep, June 22nd it started its correction, the halvening, all that stuff, the correction and the macro. These were all events that occurred that created this correction, where you like at the lowest low of this correction, from the low to high, nearly a 78% retrace. So deep retrace, maybe areas of value for longs, beaten down over and over and over, and finally broke it. You broke it when Bitcoin busted the upside. It wasn't Litecoin. It wasn't like Litecoin did something miraculous. Okay, they didn't come up with new technology. They don't have more people using it now. I mean, it's like nothing. It was all because of Bitcoin. And so broke out and then consolidated and then rallied again, but did not make higher highs than that initial wick, the buying climax, October 25th. And it's still unable to break this $65 range, the top of it. Like, right, you got back from April of this year, and then you got August, September of this year. So are playing roles as a resistance. Look left. I mean, back September of 2018, you just can't break it right now. If you do break it, there's a pretty good chance you're going to go to like $70. But that's what's like kind of holding us up right now, I guess, on Litecoin. Did look like there was a little bit of hidden bullish divergence last time we looked at it, and impending price action continuation. Well, we did continue on up, but again, right at that wall, a big resistance. If you're enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here on a Sunday. Appreciate it. We got about 9 minutes till the daily close, so good stuff. Thanks for that. Nearly 500 people watching right now. Y'all are amazing. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. Y'all are the real ones, right? Y'all are the base. Y'all are here during the good times, the bad times, and the no times, right? Like the no volatility times. Y'all are the best. Archie Shoddy, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Y'all are the ones. Y'all are the 500 that are not the Moon Boys. Okay. Graham Dougherty, I'm doing well, man. How are you doing? Hope you had a good Saturday. I hope you all had a good Saturday. Man, did you see that Penn State lost to Minnesota? I'm sure everyone did. How does that happen? I mean, you know, I can understand Alabama losing to LSU because LSU has like a Heisman quarterback and they're a really well put together team. But man, losing, I mean, where did Minnesota come from, dude? That's just weird. And then Oklahoma almost lost to Iowa State. T.I. Nogs, man, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for the new subs. Really. Holy crap. What are we? We're so close now, I think, at this point. I think we're less than 20 subs away from 21,000. Chat? Yeah, we're 15 subs from 21K. Can we do it anytime soon? Been stuck at the 20K area forever. Major overhead resistance. We're trying to break it, man. We got a sell wall at 21K. Minnesota offensive line is really good. Can you send them to Bama, please? Thank you. Holy crap, it's Luta. Yeah, Luta. I think you said something about it a few days ago. Yeah, it's 1 hour earlier now. So again, 7 minutes till the weekly and daily close, dude. You're a gopher. You couldn't believe it. Yeah, they have really cool helmets. I love their helmets. That glass tint. I love when teams do that. Oh, is that what it was? It was because of betting. Tanzania Central Bank coin. Sounds awful. Sounds like I would never touch that ever in any universe. Okay. So, just getting back to Litecoin for a second, just to wrap it up, because, I mean, you got to think about if you did break out and the reversal is to happen, but we don't really know the true reversal is coming until you break above $80. Like Monero, $80. That's where the last overhead resistance of the structure was built. Jonathan S., thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. All right, so eventually you'd have to break that, then back test it and run again, and then you can see like the next overhead resistance is around $100. Okay, so then you have to be consistent, right? What were we consistently doing in this correction? You're making lows, right? And then you're making highs. Then you were making about the same low, a little bit of accumulation going on, but then lower high, then another lower high. What? Right? This is when that potential double bottom, man, when you started seeing this price action, it was failing to really get to, when you make a double bottom, you really need to, like real soon and not fail, run up to the neckline to test it. And when you start failing and then selling off, going sideways and then failing again, oh yeah, look out, right? Not enough demand, so demand will be created and the sell-off will happen. BC, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Kangman. Very cool. So what were you doing in this trend besides, like, right here, the small amount? Low, lower low, lower low, lower low, actually lower low, lowest low. Then it's like lower high than your previous high, lower highs than your previous highs, lower high than your previous highs. Okay, lower high. So now we're making higher lows, but we're not making higher highs yet. And again, $80 is that spot for Litecoin. But it makes sense eventually if this was to just make a common everyday retrace that you'd see on any traditional market. $85 to 108 is where this thing could just retrace to, and it wouldn't be weird at all. Okay, Litecoin Connect. Thanks, Jim Jones, dude. Dave Jones, Kingsman. That'd be wild, TK. Yeah, I mean, Ohio State seems almost unstoppable at this point. But I know Penn State will give them a fight. I know Penn State's beaten them before. Beaten them at the shoe, I believe. So, it's possible. Anything's possible, man. Hawkeye loves the cone. We all love the cone, man. The Bitcoin, the invention, the truth, the invention, and it's like a truth machine. Decentralized, so it can't be, security can't be compromised, and it's permissionless, and the government can't, freeze it if you have your keys. It's nice, man. Bitcoin's here to stay, or the technology of blockchain is anyway, and Bitcoin's the strongest form of blockchain at this point. It's got the strongest, it's got the most confirmations of any transactions, or of all transactions, compared to any other altcoin. So. Yes, we checked VeChain. Don Juan, what's up, dude? Yeah, VeChain is bullishly engulfing right now, but it's like already kind of overbought again on the daily while bullishly engulfing. TI Nogs that just subbed to the channel. Thank you so much for joining the Discord, dude. You should all join the Discord. If you care about notifications to when I go live, you need to join the Discord. But I mean, like, if you want to join a group of, like, our Discord's like nearly 5,000 members large now. So you want an active community for traders and crypto enthusiasts, whatever. This Discord's for you. And the conversation keeps going when this live stream inevitably ends. Super gross. It just looks like everything else, man. Looks like everything else. It's hilarious once that... I haven't looked at this in a very long time, dude. BTT, the trash can that... the spawn of Tron Connect or something, right? I mean, this is the last time I looked at it. Back in May. Okay, when it was just going nuts, right? Demand line. And then what happened? Fell out. Back tested the old support as resistance, and then it was all over. The correction began. It's been going on ever since, and it's only been making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, like many other altcoins. But this looks like it's terrible, man. Like, wow, great chart. Such a steep decline, man. First, we're going to use Fibonacci off the bat, like low to high. See, you're not even at a 1272 yet, which is down at like whatever that is. Okay. 2.6% of 1 penny. Do you hear that? 2.6% of a percentage of a penny. What? Sorry. Notorious custom cars. Thanks for the sub. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, man. Yeah. That's like worthless. Pretty much. I mean, I think Mitray TA coin is worth more than that. Okay, so good for you. Dumping. Maybe there's consolidation. Maybe there's like the impulse, and then some sort of move happened, and maybe you could say that there's, I don't know what it'd be. Dude, it's almost like unchartable. It's so bad. You know, like this or something. And then if you adjust, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, just 1 on the top, you're just floating along that down-sloping resistance right there. Haven't broken anything. Okay, I mean, that's like almost all I can do. Unless you just want me to do this, which, you know, I don't see how it can help anybody. I mean, just 1 and 2 here. Where you've broken out, you know, okay. All right, yeah, that's... So, 1, 2, 3. 1 on the bottom. Almost 2 on the bottom, right? Okay, heartline, resistance, support. Support, resistance, not bad. Okay, so all right, so just like many other altcoins, right? We saw Monero do it. We're seeing ETC do it. We saw Litecoin do it. Well, okay, BTT is also doing it where it had this momentum shift trend line that it broke, but it is not yet making higher highs. So the next target, what BTT has to do, if it really wants to reverse this trend, is get up to like 6.3% of 1 penny. Okay. That's what it looks like. It has to break that, then back test it, then run again. Okay. We don't know if this is the major swing low yet. We don't know yet. I don't think it's retraced deep enough. Then after that, it's like, give me a break, man. I mean, it just fell off a cliff. So after this, overhead resistance maybe is like at like 10% of 1 penny. And then after that, the next one's like 14% of 1 penny. God. Not many overhead resistances. Okay. Don't know I'm looking at it. All right, hey, by the way, sorry. Look on the 8s. If it could ever get close enough to that overhead resistance where the 23% retrace is in time, you know, again, this is not a traditional market. This is an S coin, extremely illiquid S coin. So I don't even know if it's going to ever, you know, get up here. But this is where common retrace levels are. Just trying to apply what exists in Forex and the stock market to crypto here. Okay, so these are the targets. 9.1% of 1 penny to to 12.8% of 1 penny. Oh my God. There you go. BTT. Okay, breakout, but there goes my webcam. Jeez. Danny Yasita, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Holy crap. So we need, like 12 more subs till 21K? Don't know if we'll get there. I mean, so I don't do get 12 subs in a day anymore, especially one live. Sorry. Weird. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin because the weekly closed. So you closed what? You closed below the area that could have been support. It was support for a while. Just kept hugging it. Not enough demand. No breakout of the upside, and just sold off again to really, you know, see that square up. Or not square up, excuse me, gap fill. Okay. Gap fill on the futures chart. Okay. And the future is now at 9,055, very close to that spot price. All right, futures. I'm talking about gap fills like right here. You know, you did it again. No candle close down there yet, but I mean, look, you can just keep on skating on down sloping and eventually hit 8,500. 8,500 looking left is this right here. I mean, I guess it's trying to hold on to like the Wickage area from October 10th. Dragomir, Ristic, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Thank y'all all for the new subs today. It really means a lot. Okay. Yep, weekly close is on. It sure did. Not much of a, you know, it's like, what, looking at the weekly, it's like, okay, just indecision candle, negative momentum continuing to wane. doesn't really tell us much. You know, it wasn't like a bullish engulfing candle or you know, evening star, morning star. You know, it wasn't like, it was just a very small spinning top. Meh. Never bounced off 8,500. See, this is a weekly support here. That's what it's, you know, daily support, weekly support. But we did, you know, at the beginning of this big impulse of the bullish engulfing candle, we just ran up and hit that weekly April 30th, 2018 level, right? Hit it, and then again last week, and then this week just nothing, right? Slightly lower low than the previous week's low. Okay, that's it, dude. That's your weekly. It's not really anything crazy. Just finishing up my coffee, man. Oh, wow. Thanks for the new members joining the Discord, man. Inching on closer to that 5,000 mark. Yeah, 4,826 to be exact. So it won't be too much longer until we get that. So it's just growing every day, man. So let's look at, real quick. So we're looking at the weekly. Let's look at the Gaussian channel. Gaussian channel is fine on the weekly. It's actually in the green, right? Big rally. It's curved back to is looking more upside. You know, you have the hidden bullish divergence too, and that outer band you bounced off of. And so this is good, man. I think staying above this on a significant time scale is a great thing. That just shows maybe the trend could continue to the upside. I think the impulse up and then correction, 61.8% retrace that we know is the deepest moderate retrace you can get, but we could go lower, of course, but I don't think you want to. I mean, 58.65, that's super scary and critical. That's like probably, though, near the 78% retrace, though. Always a chance you get there, because we know, remember, you have to eventually break above that 11,000 mark. That's an overhead resistance from the structure we broke out of. So that has to happen at some point in the future. Wonder how cold. Yeah, I think it's getting cold. I'm gonna get firewood for sure. Gonna have my first fire of the season. It's gonna be super cozy. Oh my god, freezing rain on Tuesday. What? 22 low? Dang, dude. Gonna get iced in. Stolesco, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. What is it? Gaussian? It's no, it's Gal. The guy's last name was Gal. So it's not Ga. It's Gaussian. Because it's named after the guy, his last name's Gal. Not Growl, but Gal. So it's Gaussian. It'd be like Rayciental, like Ray, but you'd be like Rossiental. It's like, that's not Rossien because the guy's last name was Ray. Gaussian. Connect. Come at me. All right, wait your argument. Oh my god. The Gaussian tool. That's what it's. All right, let's just name it the Gaussian tool. Holy crap! You know, we get out of that. So you get it, man. But like the good news, I guess, is we're back above it. You know, we fell below it past couple days. Now we're back above the inner band of the Gaussian tool. Yeah, I get it, but like the guy's last name, like the guy Gal, like it's like all the Gal function, all that stuff was like there was a guy, you know, and it all came from him. That's why that's his name. Gal is him. I know it has to do like before charts and trading and stuff, but I'm just telling you, we're not talking about trading. We're talking about literal pronunciation of a guy's last name. And then it's like you're tying gal to CN, gal CN. Bruh, guh, fud, dod. Yeah, dude, this is Skyrim, dude. Don't make me play Skyrim music the whole stream. I do that in my static videos enough. I don't know if I trust that song or that playlist. That's whatever, man. Just picking. I don't know, dude. It's like supposed to be just a short stream. I got like shipped coming with groceries and all that. Hold on, and they're like asking me questions. Okay. Gauss. Yeah, Gauss, not Gal. Sorry, Gauss. It was Gauss. I don't know. It was like I was looking this up. And that's when I like started posting about the Gauss function. And it was like, I'm like looking at it like, oh, I'm just reading Greek. I'm just looking at a bunch of numbers and letters and thetas and betas and kappas. Okay. I don't know if I'm arguing. I think we're just... Are we really arguing, dude? I think we're just having a happy discussion on Gauss's name. Gauss. And I was thinking maybe I said Gal because I'm thinking growl. But I'm like, dang, dude, it sounds like growl, but it's Gauss. Date, well, yeah, it went well. Seems like. Grocery questions. That's right, Stay Home Kings, man. Dude, I love it, man. Meme of the month. Think you win. Yeah, punty coin. I freaking love that, dude. I almost pissed my pants the first time I saw it. Because, you know, it's just like you don't expect that. You know, and I didn't even know how it looked until I saw yours, and it was just, oh, there was no audio, and then just started cheering in a high-pitched voice for Pundy. There you go, Blog Geek. Let's go. What's up, recession indicator, man? Thank you, dude, for the kind words. I don't know about that, dude. It's just whatever, you know. People either love me or they friggin' hate me. Okay, it's one way or another. I don't think there are many people that are like, meh, mid-trade is meh. No, they're like, oh, I hate that guy. I love that guy, right? How close are we, man? Don't know. Oh, wow, 6 more subs till 21K chat. 6. Very, very close. All right, so let's look at BAT. You know, I mean, on the new week, BAT's been just doing great. I mean, it's been, you know, kind of going sideways for a week or two. That happens when you increase in value like 80% of the way. So, got to understand that. And on this new day that just opened, you went from 26 cents to 24.662 cents. What? Oh, never mind. That was yesterday. I can't even see the new daily candle unless I'm absolutely crazy because it's saying on TradingView that it's up on the day. What? This makes no sense, dude. Pablo Gonzalez, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. So here you go, dude. We had divergence somewhat. We kind of double topped at the 200-day moving average, but kind of made a higher low again and pivoted, but not going anywhere, not going any higher. So, yes, this could go much higher, but then again, it's like, hey, if you got in at the entry and you're up like 80%, your position has increased 80% or more. That's pretty insane, man. Okay, in a pretty short period of time, not that long. Doesn't take that long. Adrian A, do you mean 21K? Because 20, we breached 20, dude.
Is that a joint?
Can you look at Sinzio Ping's coin, Neo?
Dude, I think that's VeChain. It seems to me, right? I don't know. Had it plotted kind of like this. Disregarded the wicks. Thank you for the 420, dude. Really, really appreciate it.
Bruh.
Well, it was like, I don't know, disregard the craziness, and just when the consolidation started, I was like, okay, maybe it's a flag, but it clearly looks like, I mean, it does look like we broke it, and we're just back tested, now you're rallying again, right? Maybe. But you could just as easy get rid of it and just be like, okay, is it flagging? It's making higher lows. I can't even see because of this, but anyway, talking about bull pull, bull flag, measure move would be at like the 618. That was the idea, that you're flagging. You have an impulse and then a flag. I don't care, how it ends up being completely, but you can almost just plot it like this now, man. Like, whatever. Right? But, the buying climax, remember the milkman, like the FOMOers, a lot of times are the ones that create these insane emotion wicks, and then you start consolidating, and it's just like whatever. Impulse with consolidation, very high and tight. So it does still look pretty bullish. It looks good.
You say tomato, and I say tomato. Wow, zap man.
Tomato. Wow, you got it, dude. Golden Voice Jesus, man. Thank you for the elite contribution. What's up? We're just covering S coins, Bitcoin, different things, dude. Futures, and hanging out, man. I don't know. It's a chill Sunday stream, and yeah, not too much going on. I mean, it's nice that Bitcoin was up like 3% on the day, but it was only making back losses, from I think Thursday or Friday when it sold off. No, we haven't looked at the S&P 500. So Neo, I think, just it looks decent. Your impulse in the high and tight consolidation, it could run again, right? I mean, you hit the 382 in reverse, but the reversal, right? When you did reverse, it was nothing. There's always a chance it could go again. And, the targets, 1384, 1552, right? The 50%, 618. A wedge, I mean, from that previous high to low, these are viable targets where it could still go. All right. But there's no divergence, right? Finding divergence is a lot of fun, and it's pretty freaking reliable compared to just trading a bull pull, bull flag with, not much, no divergence. Most of the time you can't a lot of times get that, and just convergence. So, this thing, look at it. It's like what it did on the RSI on the daily. It got overbought, and then it is like resetting the oscillators. It looks like it almost looks like a bull pull, bull flag on the RSI, right? You've gone negative on your momentum, but it's not much yet, is it? I mean, it's not. Look, it's like showing negative momentum, but it's making higher lows. What? So it may not be done for Neo, just like it wasn't done for VeChain. I think VeChain had another catalyst, but Neo, just one of those Chinese S coins that's done crazy stuff. ONT, VeChain, and Neo, and Tron Connect. They all did crazy stuff. Look at what was it again? Okay, never mind. Yeah, so this is the request, which is Neo. All right. Wouldn't be weird if it went higher. But it's obviously not like the lowest risk area, because it could just dump. And there's square ups like way down at like $7. But the amount of volume that came in, you got to believe that maybe that square up, just market participants won't be able to push that down. It'd have to be the same person that bought this thing that'd have to just dump it again. Who speaks Russian? I think Probes does. Can someone get Probes on the phone so he can translate for us what Sputnik's saying to us? Thanks. Awesome. Yeah, we can shift it over to SPX, right? Yes, S&P 500 on Friday. If you don't know, if you're living under a rock or you're not a market participant, it hit all-time highs. So a lot of your portfolios, your retirements should be near all-time highs, maybe, if you, again, have been for years like investing. So very good. It exceeded and closed above the 1272 fib extension. The next target is 3,116, which is the 1414 fib extension, and it is also the upsloping resistance, so stronger resistance up here. So there could be a reversal, a pivot point, right? I guess from this high to this next high, you're showing divergence. somehow, but it's just this long extended amount of positive momentum that's not really waning. It's kind of, but like just Monday, it could just pop again to the upside, and then you just get more positive momentum building. Now, one thing that's true is we are overbought officially for the first time since July of this year. So it's been a while, right? It's been like 5 months since we've seen overboughtness on the heart and soul of the stock market for the most part. Okay. Another look, which doesn't really matter, is the S&P or the SPY, which is the ETF of the SPX. And which is like ascending triangle, right? Ascending triangle with 100% measure move all the way up at like 3,220 if you're looking at the SPX, but it's really 320 here, okay? And then, again, the 1414 coming up, 310, and the 1618 is at 314.50 or 3,140, okay, whatever. Descending triangle, accumulation, and a sell wall. And you broke it. You back tested it twice, and bullish Mara Bazoo. And then you tried the upside gap, 2 crows. It didn't play out. 20% of y'all thought that it wouldn't play as a reversal, and you were right. 80%, including me, were wrong, thinking that, hey, maybe the upside gap, 2 crows, would have been a reversal. I mean, it technically did because we went to fill a gap, but right after you fill the gap, the next stage gapped up, and now you're bullishly engulfing. It's like nuts. You're going to sleep in Belarusa? Belarusa, chat. Holy crap. Belarus. He's in Belarus. Okay, well, he's not technically part of Russia, right? Yeah. All right, we have a friend here. Sleep well, friend. I know it's getting late over there. Watch your back. Moscow is just down the road, Kappa. Anyway. What happened, Mr. Peabody? You're in ATX till further notice? That's good though, right? Oh, you're in LA in January. Sweet. Seriously, thanks to the people that joined the Discord. Thanks to the new subs today on the YouTube channel. Yep, still 6 subs away from 21,000. We've been stuck in the 20s forever now. It's been rough, dude. All right. So if you are enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub, just so we can hit 21K. It'd be nuts, dude. Whew. Okay, so how's Maker up today? Some assets are like up over 1%, and it's been like 20 minutes since the weekly open, daily open. ZRX. Okay, so here you go, man. We've been looking at this one. It had a log scale breakout. It sold off with divergence to just back test the 200-day moving average as support, and the September high as support, and now it's rallying again. Attempted rally, but I don't know if it's going to make higher highs. Okay, great. Yes, you've completed my order. Thank you so much. Come on. So anyway, maybe it rallies up, and the idea is like insanely large left shoulder, head, right shoulder. There might be extreme amounts of value at 22 cents. If it ever happens, it may never happen, man. Okay, but we're just eyeballing, seeing it maybe before it happens. If it gets painted this way, it would be an amazing potential trade setup. I'd be taking longs down at like 22 cents, 23 cents. All right, got an alert set up. So I'll be waiting. It could take 6 months if this ever happens or not. I don't care. I just keep on scanning, looking for potential setups, visualizing, what would be a good area of value and why, right? Why would it be a good area of value? Because it would be painting a potential, right shoulder that is symmetrical with the left. Wow. Mr. Sid Vicious, I hope you realize that the weekly is closed. Yeah, weekly is closed. So. Yexi Ebru, thanks so much for the sub. Holy crap, 3 away, chat. 3, man, 3. Oh, is the US respecting the harmonic? Yeah, it sure is. Still climbing, right? Still climbing. Looks like it's forming a little miniature rising wedge too, right? On the way up. 2 converging up sloping trend lines after the impulse. Not overbought, but yeah. Right, yesterday it probably up 3% or something, and now it's sideways. And again, a PCZ like around $4. Might be a decent short opportunity on EOS. $4. Okay, it would the log scale downtrend. I mean, everything's the same. If you go linear scale, okay, yes, everything gets messed up on the channel, but the price doesn't change at all on the harmonic. It's still like $4 PCZ of the pattern. Okay, but when you put it log scale, holy crap, how well it lines up with the same target. Okay. So yes, still respecting infinite paradox. Get wrecked, Mr. Sid, man. Get wrecked. What's up, Donette? Hi, ASL. My music over? Really? No, I just can't hear it. Good God. Please be really quiet. Alright. Indeed. Dragomir, yeah. Gold. Oh, man, that low false breakout, man. It's like the correction's still going. Safe haven asset when they're cutting rates and doing everything they can to prop up the stock market. Safe haven assets just aren't going to perform as well. So, you know, you like had a little breakout and you failed and just dumped again back to that wick from October 1st. So again, if you're talking about value areas from your major previous low to high, you're not even close. There's very little value where we are right now for golds. Gold value starts 1437, 1403, 1369. You don't want to go below this orange line though, because that is the neckline of the huge size of Jupiter complex inverse head and shoulders. So value areas between here on golds, between 1369 and 1437. All right, we're getting close to it, but still, you're not there yet, and that's still at very shallow retraces from the impulse than from the move. So again, better areas of value. I mean, probably 1368 if you ever get down there. That's real nice because that's so close to that neckline, and then that might also be a good potential entry with a stop below it for a long before maybe it never back tested. Maybe it eventually back tests and then runs again. Always possible. If you do that, you still end up making higher lows than your previous lows. I remember we fibbed this the other day where it was like from this low to high, we retraced 38% before busting the upside. We have not even done that yet on this current pullback, this current little correction going on. Sell off, whatever. So that's it on gold. Dragomir, thanks for the sub again, man. IOTA looks like all the rest, really, where it had a geometrical breakout, but has not broken above previous overhead resistance. So it's just like, you know, go look at any altcoin. IOTA's doing the same thing. Nothing special or different. Holy crap! 2 more subs, chat, until 21,000. Unreal. Yeah, NPC just hanging around. It broke out and it's kind of holding on. Right? Very, very, it's still, I think, low risk areas for a short. Still low risk areas, dude. Okay? just based on the trend we're in. But I mean, again, if it stays out of this long enough, it might bounce it. You ever break 68.76, right? I mean, it pretty much technically hit like a stop loss, right? But I mean, if you just see here, man, I mean, look, you take the position right there, but look, you're like, okay, maybe it's going to go higher, you know, just looking in retrospect, maybe it's like, all right, it goes a little bit higher, hits this, you know, maybe that was a better entry. But then it broke it, and then it's like it dumped, but then rallied and you know, hit this overhead resistance and sold off, and now it's just right there outside of the channel. Wonder if that'll hold. I'm not sure. But either way, it's like the divergence is still extremely real. Okay. I mean, this ended up being like that, I guess. It just held on. It was just crapping around. But you still much from this high to this high, much lower levels of positive MOMO. So it does still seem like there is a definite chance that this could sell off to hit targets. All right, lower prices, fall right back into this channel, correcting. But the issue is, you just gotta think. I mean, like if it's in an uptrend, and it went from, you know, January 2016 or so to its high point in September 2018. I mean, it retraced nearly 70% of the way. So is it just the correction and we're starting to break out of the correction? I mean, I guess the fact that we're out right now is saying that we're going to really know this week. This week's, we're going to get a lot more clarity on if this trend is broken or not. This trend line or this channel. Okay, we're chopping around a lot of chop. So oh my god, dude. Well, alright, dude. Holy crap. It looks like we hit it, but you know, I'm not gonna confirm that we've hit 21,000, even though it says we have. I don't know. People always just like do stupid stuff. Hey Bastion, man, thanks for the kind words, dude. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate the positivity, dude. I don't know, man. I don't try to be negative. Just sometimes there are people with problems that come in that, you know, they exude their negativity, and it, you know, it's a drag. So we try to get rid of that toxicity. Try to keep it positive, man. That's what life's about. Being positive, helping other people, doing the right thing. And if we inevitably fail to do the right thing, because we're human, what we do after we fail to do the right thing is we try to make it right. That's life, man. So Mike Martino. Oh, interesting. Holy crap. Excuse me. Oh my god. Wow. So weird how some of these assets, same industry, but just look so much different. So very interesting. This is a MRO, Marathon Oil Corporation. So, you know, got destroyed. This is the oil glut. If you don't know about it, happened. Oil was like over $100 a barrel, and then, you know, was it OPEC started like trying to strong arm the oil economy, and then this is all that manifested from it. Just crash in energy and oil. And so since then, a nice V-shaped recovery. You made a low, you rallied again. Made a higher high than the previous high, but now are you making higher lows? Barely. And at this critical support area, you are showing triple MACD bullish divergence. Very, very nice on that RSI. But you're still inside the correction or the downtrend, right? Where it's just 1 and 2 and then 3. That's it. So, I mean, there's a Momo shift trend line way up at like $14 that we're kind of far away from. And really, look, we, as the divergence played out, where we hit the support, we had the triple RSI divergence, and we broke to the upside, and now we're just testing an area that was from December of last year, you know, Christmas, the day after Christmas. It's a resistance now. We have not broken that. Breaking that could be extremely good for Marathon, but that hasn't happened yet. All right. You know, remember the whole thing about it is like you're still in the downtrend, and you're not even making higher highs on your you know, or overhead resistance, like the structure, right? There's the overhead resistance that you could argue, I mean, looking like the overhead resistance like 1438. You got to break that, hold above it. Okay. I mean, look, I don't know, harmonic stuff. I doubt it. I don't know, man. Like XA, B, C, D, right? 786 cipher. Wow. I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, but we did it like XA, B, C, and then maybe D. Maybe this is the largest wave because look at all the divergence that developed over a long period of time. Dude, we've been creating divergence since June of this year, and now it's November. Okay. And, you know, since you were doing that, you were hitting support back from July 2017 when you showed that. So you'd think that maybe this will manifest into much higher prices. I don't really see much of a pattern besides maybe a double bottom, a lower low double bottom, with this being the neckline, which is the overhead resistance anyway. So you want to be bullish, you're going to have to break that eventually and hold above it. And if it was to eventually correct, right, where we were going to break out and break above our resistance, you know, common retrace levels for Marathon Oil Corporation would be between 1493 and 1792. Boom, there you go. MRO. Okay. Sure, Master Drummer, man. Thanks for watching. Is that hidden bullish divergence on Bitcoin daily? What? Mr. Sinjin? Daily hidden bullish divergence? Low on price. Higher low. Well, we don't know if this is the bottom yet, do we? I mean, I get you though, man. I get what you're kind of saying. He's talking about like interesting idea, Tom. So he's like saying, all right, we had a low on price. Now we have a higher low on price, but we don't know if this bottom's in yet, right? And he's saying, is this hidden divergence? Which technically, yeah, that's what exactly the definition is, where you make a low on price, a higher low on price with higher levels of negative momentum. But, you know, what if we sell off more time and come down to 8,500 first and the negative momentum continues to build? It's not really rounding out or maturing or anything, is it? I mean, it could, you know, so yeah, I guess you're onto something. Just not sure I could see it yet, right? I mean, it's just, what's the retrace? What have we retraced so far from your lowest point to your highest point? You've retraced nearly 61% of the way. That's 85.43. So the 618. Oh, there's my shipped chat. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. Hang tight. Go as fast as I can. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. My bad. Just like it was the only time they were like delivering or whatever, so I'm just working, doing stuff, so couldn't do it. Get groceries myself. Shipped, so both TK, but converged, fused together. $50K subs by the end of 2020. I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know if Bitcoin just stays the way it is. Jeez. It's never going to happen then. All right, so last thing we talked about was that retrace we made that's pretty moderate. I mean, you've retraced over 50% of the way from that low to high at this point. So could get a reversal, but and maybe the hidden divergence is what helps propagate it to higher prices. But again, man, could just keep on down slipping to 8,500. And then how are we going to respond to that support if we get there? We're going to dump below it and fall back in the channel, or we're going to break out resoundingly like we did before and this uptrend continues, right? One more big impulse to the upside, we got a real good chance, right, of this really being the end of the correction and the continuation of the long-term uptrend. Again, no one can argue. I mean, if you're looking at a log scale chart of Bitcoin, right? Log scale chart of Bitcoin, you're in the uptrend still. Here it is. Yeah, TK, I'm also celebrating pre-Veterans Day with the, you know, you see all the R being patriotic. Whew. Okay, so we are at, I think we did it, chat. I think it's for real now. Maybe. You never know. Yeah, thanks for the... It says we got it 21,003 subs now, chat. So it hasn't updated on my Lometric or my Social Blade or whatever, but I think it will in time. But thanks so much to each and every one of you for making that happen. It's always a pretty big milestone when we hit, you know, another 1,000 subs. It's always worth noting, talking about, celebrating. So thank y'all for that. Sure, TK, but that's a big if, dude. How do we know? Based on history, we got a chance, but it may not, right? Sneaky divergence, something you learn something. Oh, every time you hang out? Good, Adrian A. Super sneaky. Free LLP. Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome, man. Kings. Say something in the chat if you're here. If you're real, man. No beer chug. Not hyped enough for beer chugs, Jason. When hype happens, man, probability of beer chugs elevates, right? Always. I'm just talking about, like, you know, Bitcoin volatility, craziness, right? It was like spring break for like 6 months on this stream because of the bull run, right? It was amazing. But once the correction happened, everything went back to the way it was before that bull trend began. And that's cool. Like, I'm fine with it. Both environments work. Okay. We built this community in the absolute nastiest, worst, non-volatile bear conditions like ever. So this is something we know quite well, this type of market. Okay. So 9,047, not really moving at all with Asia awake now. Just they're getting up. It's morning time over there. Pretty early still, but the new week has begun, and we're 45 minutes into the new week. All right. What's up, Burger Man? I look a bit like Bill Burr. I've gotten that plenty of times, dudes. There it is. Lometric has finally updated, chat. 21K, man. Thanks so much. Y'all are freaking amazing. We're gonna have to. It's obligatory. Leroy Jenkins, dude.
Leroy
Please clap. Is that a joint?
Bruh. Keep on throwing. Can you look at RM? IDK if it's just me, but it looks like there's a bearish shark in play on the weekly. Thoughts?
IRM. Yeah, man, I can look at IRM. Thanks for the threes. My webcam broke again, so just bear with me. It breaks frequently now. About 3 times. Holy crap, man. Man, we've looked at this before. Definitely looked at this before. Wow. It's been a minute on IRM. Iron Mountain Connect. Let's go to the weekly real quick. So what was happening? Okay, so get out of log. All right, this is the way I'd seen IRM, Iron Mountain. It's in like a correction, a downtrend since November 2017. Dude, this is extremely large, dude. This goes all the way back to 2007 and 8, all right? So please understand how large this pattern is. So like huge impulse, then the volatility, and it's like you're just creating these 2 upsloping converging trend lines. You're well within the parameters of it. In the midterm, whatever, I guess it's long term because it's October 2017, you're in a downtrend. And there's some sort of potential demand line way down at like $28, $28.50. What we've done on the weekly is we had a really nice rally, but we came up to the 200-week moving average. We failed. We had a big sell-off last week, and look at the daily. Right, here is that pattern. I don't even, again, like bearish cipher. All right, we never hit the PCZ. I mean, we didn't even get close. So just big sell-off. It looks like earnings, even though they killed it on earnings. Okay. So actually, you had a really nice bounce on earnings, and then everything sold off after. Last week. So it had a really bad, down nearly 3% on a day where the stock market major index hit all-time highs. So gross. So many MFs left YouTube after the great FOMO. Of course, dude, because, well, they don't, right? They were sustained by clicks and ad revenue and affiliate marketing crap, right? Exposing, hey, influencers are supposed to gain trust, but after they gained trust, they would then expose you to affiliate marketing links of scam coins, and then you'd use those scam coins, put your money in it, and then the bottom would fall out on all those S coins, and then all the viewers lost a crap load of money because the influencer was making bank on the affiliate marketing links. Which I don't do affiliate marketing, do I? Hold on, what? Nope, never done affiliate marketing. So yeah, man, that stuff is real. BitConnect, think about the BitConnect people that were just pushing it hard. They were like, oh yeah, dude, BitConnect, here's my Bitcoin Connect link, dude, go to it and make $1 million, dude. We're being kings together. Yeah, right. Look how that turned out. Okay, I'm back, sorry. So me, I mean, like, I'm supported by y'all, like by y'all and the trades I make. That's it. Y'all are my sponsors. All 21K of you. What's up, Jeff Tube, man? Oh my God, music's loud. Sorry. What's up, King B? Chris Fox, you just saying random words, dude. I know when people, I mean, you're not the first, you're certainly not the last person that will just say random words. Well, TK, I don't know, man. It's maybe, right? It's always maybe. It's always probabilities. It's not certainty. So we are not certain that Bitcoin will be doing what you say. All right. But that's not even what this channel is about. Most channels are about that, what you just said. Most are about that, right? Hey, who cares about now? Because in 20 years, 10 years. But we're looking at the now. And we're like, hey, is there any way we can make a trade on Bitcoin based on traditional technical analysis? Are the charts telling us which way it's going to go in the next week or two? Like, what the next impulse is going to be? I mean, like, that's like what it was. I mean, dude, affiliate marketing, all that is like, hey, anything, like everything's gonna have it. You know how many content creators come to me in email and say, hey man, will you push my affiliate marketing link or my link and you will make money off of my stuff, that's affiliate marketing. Because like it's like people that sign up under my influence with my code, I would get paid, and you know they'd have another person, another whatever. So again, it's just like that's affiliate marketing. It's not. I'm not talking about anything. Like affiliate marketing was there for. It's there for Binance right now. It's there for almost anything. It's there for what's his name, Ivan on Tech, right? He's one that tried to get me to push his stuff, and he was like, "Here, I'll do this for him." Like, I just don't feel comfortable with that. Not my thing, man. Webcam broke again. Let's go. Very good. What's up, Christo? I'm doing well, man. Doing well. About to get out of here, I think. I've been live for nearly 2 hours now. So, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that's up. We covered a lot today. A lot of good things, man. But this is in a downtrend. Iron Mountain is in a downtrend. It's been in a downtrend since November of 2017. That's a pretty long time now, right? 2 years. 2-year downtrend. Oh my God. Super scary face. Yeah, I know. Cam's broken. Yep. It keeps breaking. And it'll probably break again before the stream ends. It's nuts. Yeah, not like what you're talking about. I think it's like whatever. But yeah, like just being a participant on Twitch. Like if I'm a, you know, if you sub to me on Twitch and that's Twitch Prime sub, that means like that's affiliate marketing in a way, because it means like if you're a Twitch Prime sub, anything that you buy on Amazon, I get residuals off of. So that's affiliate marketing in a way. But that's like super trusted. That's Amazon, right? And they bought Twitch, so they have that amenity that YouTube does not. YouTube pretty much just offers me the audience of my demographic. That's about it. Okay, so let's just go back to Bitcoin and we can just end it. I'm gonna get some dinner and eat. Pretty hungry. Alright, man. Morningstar, green candle, but the green candle has left us wanting. Why has it left us wanting? Because all it did was run up to back test an area that was being regarded as support just last week. Now it's resistance. So you got to break that, and you got to get back with the 200-day moving average. You're below both of those right now. So come on, Bitcoin. Impulse up, down sloping consolidation. Good, but where's the follow through? When is it going to end? When will it blast to the upside again? Okay. Weekly wasn't much to look at. It was just one spinning top, red candle, very small body, which shows you, volatility, not much. We know that though. So I want to say thanks so much to Anonymous, Golden Voice, Jesus Man, Jeremy, Mr. Pothead, James B, and Panhandle Flips. Thank you all for the contributions today. Because of people like you, I'm able to come back multiple times a day to look for trade setups, look at your requests, educate on how to do stuff, right? How to identify patterns or how to draw charts, all kinds of stuff, right? What we do here. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for now that we're, I think, still maybe, yeah, we're at 21,000 subs, chat. We did it. That's a milestone. It's been a long time since I went from 19K to 20 or 19,999, right? Like from there to now, it's been a long time, man. Like the growth really slowed down once the correction continued to proceed, and volatility has to come back for much growth for me, unless I clickbait Logan Paul KSI stuff, which if you didn't see, that fight was pretty interesting. Can't believe KSI, I mean, it's like whatever, they only went 6 rounds, but KSI won somehow. I think it was because of Logan Paul like throwing in a dirty punch after he uppercut the guy and knocked him down. And Bitcoin Cash is up, yeah, like 4% right now, near 4%. Yep. Cool. S-Coin pump. Yeah, Panhandle. Don't get your hopes up, dude. Alright, so Y'all amazing. I don't know when I'll be back. Maybe tonight, maybe not. Just be in the Discord if you want to get notified when I go live all the time, because you will never miss it. You will never miss a live stream if you're in the Discord. That's it, dude. So I'll just see y'all later. Appreciate all of you. Till next time. Respect the T. Hey.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
And I love the way you look in it. We're going out to dance. inside. I watch you as you move back and forth, spinning round and round, losing yourself in the music. I love when the music makes you feel good. It turns you on. The music is an aphrodisiac. And it turns me on when you're turned on. And I watch you lose yourself in the music. You move closer to me. Take me by my hand, placing it between your thighs. You lean into me, whispering in my ear. You ask me if I can tell how much the music turns you on. And I can tell that the music is an aphrodisiac. And I can tell that the music is an aphrodisiac. I tell you, and I can tell that the music is an aphrodisiac. I say to you, it's time for us to go. The music has you turned on. It's our aphrodisiac. The music is an aphrodisiac. And we head outside.
I have a robot vagina.
That boy is good.
Adios, turd nuggets.